for about 5 minutes now. All right, so you're looking at the closing price here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for July 25th, 2022. Just a quick announcement here. We do have open house this week, so if you've been watching the market wrap, been interested in seeing the plays in real time, and trading with us, this is a chance to do it for free. All right, so it is all week. There is a link in the description for the open house registration. Okay, and still got 4 more days. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. So Qs are going to finish up here down about a little over 0.5%. SPY showed relative strength throughout the day, but not significant, not extreme divergence or anything, up 0.16 here. We were looking at the hourly trend here underneath that pivot there that we formed going into the end of the day on Friday. As kind of we break that, we should get a little bit more retracement here. Qs did break it, and then you can see the Qs have shown a little bit more weakness today. It is looking lower. All right, so we do have a little bit of time frame conflict. Daily ended that downtrend, or at least challenged it here. And then the hourly here a little bit in the middle, losing that uptrend, and then the weekly is bearish, and then the monthly is bearish, but also coming into some support. Okay, so something I mentioned also coming into today is that we do have FOMC this week, along with some big earnings. Okay, so we may not get a lot of movement in the market until we get to Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday is FOMC. All right, so that'll introduce some volatility into the market, and then also may signal what the next move is. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if we chop around a little bit as we move through the week. All right, we don't really have much change from Friday. Going into today was a neutral bias, and with the market just being down 0.5% and SPY being up almost nothing, basically this is still going to be neutral for me going into tomorrow. The focus is still on the individual names. We should get more gaps as the week goes on, but I would say already today we are seeing more chart plays. Now today the chart plays, I mean besides the BOR, but the TNXP and the SIGA, we had news related to those. So that's kind of what's getting the catalyst. Not so much earnings, which is what I expect. Earnings plays we'll get more of as the week goes on. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into those. I'll start with the TNXP. This one ended up being a little bit of a heartbreaker. Really nice move up. I like this breakdown and then gapping up over the breakdown bar and then getting the nice move there. Okay, I showed, we've seen this before. We looked at the Wish that did a very similar pattern previously, and tried to break down, and then once it gapped over the breakdown, we get a nice big move. So right there, so tried to break down here, and then after trying to break down and not following through, the next day gaps up over that bar, and then off it goes. Right, so tried to go lower, found there were no more sellers, right, and then kind of the momentum picks up as it takes off. Now that's all great, right? You identify something as bullish, you identify a pattern, you get in it. Well, in this one here, I played it 1 minute, 2 minute buy setup, and my stop was right here. Okay, stop was right here. Was really trying to stick with this as long as I could, because I did like the potential for this to be a decent runner today. However, let's see, let's go and change the color on this guy. However, it actually did come in and take out my stop. Now I know some people who played it with me did take some profit up here. I was looking for closer to 148. Okay, and I didn't think we'd quite gotten there, so this ended up tagging me out and then making the move. So, that's fine. I don't really have a mistake as far as the play goes. The mistake is more in not replaying it. We did have a nice 5-minute buy setup right there that could have been played. I was on the mic. We talked about it. We went over the numbers. And I said, well, I don't know. It finally did get to the target after shaking me out. I don't know if it's got more to go. And it turns out it definitely did. So, yeah, unfortunate on the TNXP. Not able to take advantage, even though I had the right idea here, had a good read on it. Even had some profit there. I think it was up a little bit over an R, but I was definitely looking for more. So that was I think the first play out of the gate there, the TNXP for me, and ended up not replaying it. So that was a bit of a mistake. The next play was the boar. Now the boar, a little bit similar in the daily here. Notice how it was weak, trying to roll over and then gapping over the last couple days there. So that was the boar. Had a nice move here to start off in the morning, suggesting that, okay, there's some momentum and attention being paid to this. And this was just a pullback and a base. So those were the only two things I gave you numbers for this morning, was the boar and the TNXP. So took out the resistance there. Had to stick with it a bit, and then finally got to target 1. And as I said, I'm going to hold. And then eventually it did get this pop. Now, I wasn't watching it when it did this, so I think I got out like 26, so like 20 cents. It was because I was on the mic, so I was answering questions, looking at other stuff. And maybe this popped so fast in reverse that it wouldn't have made a difference on my exit. It was still a nice play overall, but I kind of it's a mystery to me how good of an exit I could have gotten if I were, paying attention. So I don't know. I eventually trailed it under 27, and that's fine. That was the last piece. So let the whole thing go because it was trailing off the 15-minute, which I was doing 15-minute bar by bar on the last bit. So that was the boar. So that was nice. That was my best play today. And then really nice play also on the SIGA as it was doing this nice pullback here off the 2-minute. This was Sammy's play. Sorry, not that one. Off the 5-minute here as it was transitioning, and then they took it as it was getting back to the highs and even breaking the new highs. Okay, so that was pretty much the plays from today. It was a Monday. Mondays usually a little bit quieter. Fridays are probably next quietest day, but Mondays are typically the quietest. All right, but it's still some things to do, some decent things here. And some decent movement, and with earnings season picking up, should only be more. And we got FOMC also coming this week, so pretty interesting week. I think whatever happens, should be some pretty significant moves here in the market. All right. Hope you had a nice day. Don't forget, we do have open house this week. It's free for you to check out the room, join the room, trade the room with the room, and hope to see you there. All right. Talk to you tomorrow.